Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. Mic check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3.
I swear. Was it rewanted?
All right, Catherine, you directing? Khadijah's directing? Oh, snap. Woo! Going big, huh? That's awesome. All right, Khadijah, can you see my phone? What timeout? Let me turn the display on. Or what do you see? Do you see anything on the weather iPad? What about now? All right. Crazy neighbors. All right, let's see. Look, Tamika.
Yay! It's me and Jay on a snow day.
Nice. All right, tell you what, let me turn some of my settings off so my neighbors don't figure this out and start texting me bad things. I know, right? Let's see, what am I missing? Messages, Messenger.
Mic check. Whoop, let me fix my collar. Sorry. Mic check 1, 2, 3. Mic check. Does it look okay? Can't see. Hi, everyone. Mic check 1, 2, 3. Mic check 1, 2, 3. Better? Okay.
All right, Catherine, you know the deal. Just in case, get ready to abort quickly. No, I'm just saying, like, if something pops up, like an email from, you know, whatever, or, you know, just something that looks.
Picture or something.
Yeah. In case Tara sends me a nudie or something, you know. No.
Tonight on WVUA 23 News at 10, it looks like it will take a little longer for some people to get a COVID-19 vaccination due to the weather in parts of the nation. One local doctor explains when shipments will resume.
A local restaurant that's been in the Tuscaloosa family since 1991 is closing its doors this weekend. I'm Maddie Davis with that story coming up.
Rain and some sleet possible tomorrow. Your forecast at 10.
This is WVUA 23 News at 10.
Good evening and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Tamika Alexander. We begin tonight with the weather. The deep freeze continues. Here's some cool drone footage taken while snow was falling in Tuscaloosa this morning, covering the Tuscaloosa Amphitheater and Government Plaza in a blanket of snow. Very pretty scenery there from Lieutenant Steve Zark. And Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott got to enjoy the snow today. He joins us with a first look at the forecast. Richard, it is still bitterly cold out there tonight.
Tamika, it's mighty cold across Alabama. Too bad the snow's not still around. The sun came out earlier, just melted everything. Even though we stay below freezing, the solar radiation can melt snow in a hurry at this low latitude. Now, we still got some clouds across far northwest Alabama. Still some flurries tonight across the Tennessee Valley, but again, no impact from that. 22 in Tuscaloosa, 19 in Birmingham, 14 now in Coleman. It is a cold night all over central Alabama. Pipe bursting cold again. Here's your low temperatures: 19 for Tuscaloosa, 20 in Demopolis, 16 in Jasper, and again mid-teens for places like Hamilton, Haydenville, and Coleman. During the day tomorrow, this your forecast. Now again, upper teens at daybreak. We will warm some during the day, upper 30s by lunch, and good thing we warm up some. Rain comes in by around 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and a big snow cranking up west of the state. And again, if you look at that and you see our temperatures, you kind of worry what's going to be happening here. Now, I think for northwest Alabama, we will start the event off with a wintry mix of snow and sleet for places like Hamilton, Vernon, and Haydenville. For Tuscaloosa, maybe some sleet and rain mix, very brief, and then transitioning to all rain. I don't anticipate any problems for the metros of Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, and Point South. Even up here, it becomes all rain later tomorrow evening. More on your local forecast of the weekend coming up in just a few minutes.
Our friends to the west in Pickens County got an even heavier dose of the snow and ice than we did here in Tuscaloosa. WVUA 23's Chelsea Barton spent some time there Monday and Tuesday during the winter storm, and she shows us the impact.
Over the past 48 hours, we've heard of several wrecks in Pickens County, but had not seen any home damage until we stumbled across this home that had a tree fall into it overnight. Monday night's overnight low of 11 degrees and wind speeds of up to 15 miles per hour caused many difficulties for West Pickens County residents. We watched as this car was pulled from a ditch after a black ice incident. Fortunately, the elderly woman who lives at this home on County Road 30 in the McShann community was not injured when a tree fell onto her home.
I know it's got a lot of people messed up. The low temperatures and tree that's fell here on my mom-in-law's house, and she's staying with us. I came over to check it out. It don't look like nothing's hurt, but we gotta cut the tree off when it warms up a little bit.
The sun may have come out in parts of West Alabama today, but it's important to remember temperatures are still well below freezing. That's why it's important to stay at home at all costs, and especially off of less traveled roads like this one in Pickens County. Sheriff Todd Hall tells me all secondary roads west of Highway 17 are considered impassable. In Pickens County, I'm Chelsea Barton, WVUA 23 News.
In Alabama, 5,700 new COVID-19 cases are being reported within the last week. The Alabama Department of Public Health is currently reporting 378,369 confirmed cases. Just today, 1,104 people with the virus were hospitalized. That's the lowest that number has been since early November. More than 264,000 people have recovered since March, while 7,261 Alabamians have died. Winter storms across the country have put a halt on shipments of COVID-19 vaccinations, including right here in Alabama. WVUA 23's Jabari Pruitt spoke with the Assistant State Health Officer. He joins us live tonight from the newsroom. Jabari, tell us, how big of an issue is this?
Well, Tamika, the weather did force clinics around the state to close, but Dr. Lander says this didn't put a damper on the process.
Two massive winter storms across the U.S. and the bitterly cold wind have caused some major delays on the shipment of the COVID-19 vaccine to many states across the country. Alabama's Assistant Health Officer, Dr. Karen Lander, says thankfully it won't have a huge impact on the state.
It may delay a few days. I mean, obviously, we'd like to be vaccinating yesterday and today and tomorrow. It looks like we're not going to be, at least at the moment. So it's just going to push us a little further in terms of just getting these vaccine doses given.
Lander said many facilities in Alabama, one in particular, DCH Health System in Tuscaloosa, are already preparing for the delayed shipments, such as workers having longer hours and rescheduling vaccination appointments on weekends.
We're very committed to getting this vaccine given as expediently as the supply and now the weather allows.
Lander says the delayed shipment does not affect the scheduled vaccine appointments. Those vaccine doses are already in stock for appointments made for this week.
These are vaccines that are for upcoming clinics, again, because we already had vaccine to plan to do clinics yesterday and today, and really some this week, because we usually receive our second doses a few days up to a week before we actually give them.
Now, Dr. Lander says if you had an appointment scheduled on Monday or today and you did not get your vaccine, don't worry, you will get that vaccine still. Wherever you had your appointment scheduled, they will call you and do a reschedule. Live tonight from the newsroom, Jabari Pruitt, WVUA 23 News.